There's been a lot of major changes with Chase rules. Today we're looking at all the rules you need to know about that affect your applications and even your downgrades. Even if you're a long-term credit card person, these are meta-defining updates, so be very careful since a mistake can cost you thousands. Given this, make favors to give us a thumbs up to help with the algorithm. It surprisingly helps, and if you know someone that might benefit, then share this with them. One of the big shifts is once per lifetime. Historically, you were able to get an intro bonus if you didn't hold the card and if you haven't gotten an intro bonus for that exact card within the last 24 months. The benefit of this was that you were incentivized to date around. You could give Chase a try, then swap to competitors, and then circle back if it made sense. This is still the case for most Chase cards, but we are seeing a shift for the core cards. One of the best examples of this would be the Inks. Not all of them, but as of filming, two. So the Ink Business Unlimited credit card and the Ink Business Cash credit card. Specifically, the language is that it may not be available to you if you've ever had this card or any other Chase for Business card without an annual fee. Given this change, you'd want to wait for elevated offers. If you only have one shot, you might as well make it a good one. The fact that it's have ever had this card rather than received a bonus for it means that you need to be very careful with downgrades. For example, with the Ink Business Preferred credit card, some people wouldn't want to downgrade to a no annual fee card given that the intro bonus could be worth hundreds or even low thousands. Not being aware of this could cost you. We're seeing something similar on the personal end for Sapphire cards. For the Chase Sapphire Preferred card, the new card member bonus may not be available to you if you've previously held this card or received a new card member bonus for this card. By the terms, it's once in a lifetime for this specific card. The Chase Sapphire Reserve has the same language, previously held this card or received a new card member bonus for it. This new rule replaces the One Sapphire rule, where they both shared the same 48-month window, but was otherwise not once per lifetime. Given this major update, the best strategy at the moment is to get one of these, maybe take a break, and then get the other one afterwards, meaning you get both intro bonuses. For example, maybe get the Chase Sapphire Preferred card in 2026, use it for a year, take a break for 2027, and try the Chase Sapphire Reserve in 2028. The part to be careful with is if you currently have any other personal Sapphire cards open, so you can downgrade or cancel and still be eligible. You also have to wait for the system to update, which might take 2 to 5 business days, and I'd probably wait a week or two to play it safe. Given the update on the business end, if you are eligible, I would prioritize getting these intro bonuses while you can. I'd also be careful of downgrades to no annual fee cards, or just prioritize getting the intro bonus for the Chase Freedom Flex and Chase Freedom Unlimited while you can. It's not impacted yet, I don't know if it's even on a roadmap, but my fear is where there's smoke, there's fire. On that note, if you are someone that wants to learn about cards and you want to support the channel, we have links on the website, AskSebby.com, and also down below in the description box. Make sure the links are competitive, that they make sense, but otherwise it's a huge way to support the channel, so thank you in advance. Heading to co-branded cards, we have Southwest. The thing to watch for is family language. The product is not available to either current card members of any Southwest Rapid Rewards credit card or previous card members of any Southwest Rapid Rewards credit card who received a new card member bonus within the last 24 months. This pretty much means that you're limited to one intro bonus every 24 months. If you have an old Southwest card, you might want to cancel depending on your goals. Note that this does not apply to Southwest business cards. Over there, it's business as usual. So it's just current card members of this card and previous card members that got an intro bonus within the last 24 months. Most people going for Southwest cards are going for Companion Pass via the 135k qualifying points in a calendar year. It pretty much means you need one personal card and one business card. Just pick the card where the math works. It's usually the lowest annual fee or the highest. Yeah, Companion Pass is pretty overpowered. IHG cards have something similar. The product is not available if you're a current card member of any personal IHG One Rewards credit card or a previous card member who received an intro bonus in the last 24 months. At the moment, there's only 2 personal cards. So pick one of the 2, and for most people, it's the flagship, the IHG One Rewards Premier credit card, given the anniversary night. Also the fact that it's a keeper card in my book. This similarly impacts downgrades, so you might want to cancel depending on your objectives. Kind of annoying there, but hopefully you have other cards for your credit history. We see something very similar for Marriott Bonvoy. The card is not available for you if you currently have any of the following cards, which is a list of all the personal cards they have with Bonvoy. Also not available if you've received a new card member bonus for any of those cards in the last 24 months. So you can't hold another personal, you couldn't have gotten a bonus in the last 24 months, so cancel if needed. In addition, there is kind of an extended family part of this. Chase shares custody of Marriott with another issuer. Without getting too into it, you pretty much need to pick a side. It depends on what you're optimizing for. Chase makes more sense if you're trying to get the Ritz-Carlton credit card. For elite status, it would be the other issuer. Getting a bit more tactical to applications, one to watch for is 230. So 2 applications in 30 days. The most you can have is 2 applications within 30 days that are going to be considered. Any additional ones are going to be automatically rejected. I think for most people, an application every 1 to 3 months is a pretty good cadence. There are exceptions, of course, and a good example would be upcoming spend. Maybe it's for your business, maybe you're buying new gear, or maybe it's for a wedding. A big part of this space is maximizing spend you're already doing and trying to derive as much value as possible. A very similar one is 130 for business cards. So 1 business card every 30 days. This one is less of a hard rule and very much depends on your business. If you make $10K a month or you have a sizable bank balance, I think they'd be more receptive compared to the business making $10K a year. Yeah, more of a guideline to keep top of mind. The last one and the most famous is 524. If you have 5 or more cards on your credit report in the last 24 months, you'll automatically get rejected for Chase cards. New people always get a bit confused with this, so let's dissect. So if you have 5 or more cards, the 5 cards are not specific to Chase, it's cards from any issuers. So yes, cards from other issuers affect 524. On your credit report, so if it doesn't pop up, there's no impact. This affects us in 3 ways. Number 1 would be delayed reporting, even with Chase cards. Number 2 would be that some cards don't report, so some financing ones. Number 3 is that business cards generally don't report. So think of it like an algorithm. If 5 or more, then auto reject, otherwise consider. In the last 24 months means that it's a 24-month look back and rolls as time passes. So today minus 24 months, not sure how to explain that better. The main idea though is that there's a very real opportunity cost. Let's say you're at 424, meaning you have 1 card left, or 1 parking spot if that's easier. You can add the Hello Kitty card, it's a fancy looking card, but it takes up a spot. And technically you might have a small window. Again, delayed reporting isn't abnormal, but it's a fast closing window. If you have 5 parking spots, you generally want to fill them with Chase. You can still get the Hello Kitty card later and park it since it doesn't take up the same room. Chase business cards are interesting. They're affected by 524, so if you're over, you're going to get rejected, but like a lot of other business cards, they don't add to 524. If you're currently at 424 and you add the Ink Business Unlimited credit card, you're still at 424. After that, you add the Ink Business Preferred credit card, still 424, add the Chase Sapphire Reserve for business, still 424. Even with the changes we talked about, I'd probably get it while it's hot. My fear is that the rules get tougher in the future. If you're under 524, I would prioritize Chase, and if you're 6 months from being under, it might still be worth waiting it out. I have other cards, I like other issuers as well, but I'd still probably get Chase while you can. My fear is that the landscape might look very different in 24 months and significantly less favorable. End of the day, do one make sense for you, but where there's smoke, there's a chance that there's a fire growing. Again, if you want to learn more about cards, we have links on the website, AskSebby.com, and also down below in the description box. And if you're curious, all legal affiliate disclosures can also be found below in the description box. If you made it to this point, leave a cat emoji or a cat face emoji in the comments down below, and I'll try to heart it and also respond. 3 questions. Number 1, what X24 are you? Number 2, what cards are on your list? And number 3, what's your long-term game plan? I think for me, it's still about intro bonuses, especially for airline cards, but curious where everyone's head's at. Big favorite, thumbs up, share this, but otherwise hope you liked it. See you next time.